Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming today. Third graders have been studying about the history of Portland all the way from the very beginning, when it's just a clearing, until present day. We have a very great performance for you today. Kids are working very hard and ready. And this is Portland the Musical, and it was written by Ralph Nelson. And many third grade classes around the city have performed it. So now it's our turn. Hope you enjoy.
Listen to the story of our town. What we have to tell you is all true. Portland was a small town, but it grew and grew. Let us tell you about that old coin toss. Eddie wrote the banner, love, joy, loss. Let us tell you about the railroad trains. Let us tell you about the floods and rains. And rains. Come on, everybody, now sit down. Listen to the story of our town. What we have to tell you is all true. Portland was a small town, but it grew. Portland was a small town, but it grew. Portland was a small town, but it grew.
This is the story of our city, Portland. This is the story of how people came and settled in our city, and how they built a great city.
It is a story about good times and bad times. It is a story about how people like you and me can help other people and make life better for everyone in our city.
For thousands of years, Native American tribes roamed the area we call Portland. Tribe that lived in our area was known as the Multnomahs.
The Multnomahs had many settlements in our area. The largest settlement was on Sobeys Island, which was called Wapato Island from the Wapato root that moved out. The tribes used the Wapato plant much like we use potatoes today.
In order to harvest Wapato, members of the tribe would wade in shallow waters and feel around with their bare feet for a hard spot when they found 1,000 Wapato root.
There is also a lookout on Council Crest, very near to where the Hilly Heights town lives today.
And there is a clearing next to a beautiful river they called the Lion,
which in their language meant river peace. That little clearing was the start of Portland. In the year 1804, two explorers named Lewis and Clark began a journey from St. Louis, Missouri to reach the Pacific Ocean. They took along 30 other men, a Native American woman named Sacagawea, and a little Jew. They also took along blood, skin, and from the scream they got. Rock, rock! In 1805, they crossed the Rocky Mountains and traveled down the Columbia River to the ocean. They had a very difficult trip. They almost starved to death, but they made it to the Pacific Ocean in November of 1805. And they returned to Missouri in September of 1806. On April 3rd, 1806,
and Clark and 7 other men took a journey down the Willamette River. It was the first American to see the area we now call home. It stood on the bluff where the University of Portland is today.
Oh yeah? Like these guys really travel LA. Come on. Well, according to history, they did. No way. They had to travel over 4,000 miles of walking their canoe. No one can do that. It's real.
It was real. My dad can prove it.
How? Who would do something from their journals? They have to write journals too?
Yes, the President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, would Lewis and Clark to write every day in their journals.
Welcome you were close to port. November 10th, 1805. Raining very hard last night. We continued this morning. We are all wet. Our bedding and many other articles.
November 12th, 1805, all wet and cold. Our bedding also wet. Fortunately, the mare held.
November 14th, 1805. The rain continued all day. All wet. All wet!
Lewis and Clark published their journals, which told people in the East about Oregon. Soon others came and found that the farmland in the Willamette Valley was some of the best land on earth, and they told other people.
And they told other people. And they told other people.
First explorers were fur trappers. They especially hunted and trapped for beaver, because the fur from the beaver was very valuable. But the trappers also brought with them something else, disease. By 1830, almost the whole entire Montana tribe had died of the flu and other diseases that white men carried. The native tribes in Oregon had no immunities to these diseases.
By 1843, thousands of settlers were traveling on what became known as the Oregon Trail. They traveled in oxen, horses, and everything they owned in covered wagons.
Life on the trail was hard. There were many dangers. Many people died of diseases, but they journeyed on in hopes of finding good land and harmony.
Women on the trail had to cook, clean, and sell all clothes. Sometimes unexpected things happened.
One woman wrote in her journal,
Last time my folks said I was glad the oxen ate them up.
And then, like any journey, the kids always ask questions.
Hey mom, what happened to my new wool socks? Hey mom, what happened to my new wool socks? Yesterday I saw your socks eaten by the big fat ox. Yesterday I
the land of the river. This place doesn't even have a name yet. It's just called the clearing. Yes, but we could build a dock for ships and then the town will grow.
Mr. Oakland was right. If you have to build on this spot, but soon Mr. Oakland wanted to leave to move to California. So he sold his half of the town to Mr. Pettigrew. But he didn't tell Mr. Pettigrew that he had only paid pennies for it.
Step right up, Mr. Pettigrew, and buy this beautiful town. Pardon me for asking, but where's the town? Well, I know there's only a few houses here and thing, but hey, how do you use your imagination? For your $50, I'll sell you all this land for free. All this land. You'll never regret investing in the world. I mean, why buy a town anywhere else? Well, $50 seems like a lot of money for a town because we didn't have a name. I don't know, I think I'm out. Now hold on, Pettigrew. At this price, I'm really saving you some money. And just for you, I'll throw in all these beautiful trees for free. And free is a very good price. Okay, $50 is, Mr. Overton, but I've got to tell you something. I won't be paying a penny more.
So now the town is owned by Mr. Lovejoy and Mr. Pettigrew. But it still had one big problem. It didn't have a name.
Mr. Lovejoy, this sure is a nice town. But it really needs a name. Let's see. What do we call this place?
I know, let's name it after another town. That's what the Pilgrims did when they came to America. They named their towns after towns in England.
That's a good idea. Let's see what we can name it.
Let's name it Boston after my hometown of Massachusetts. Boston is a great city, and we want this to be a great city as well.
Mr. Lovejoy, that's a name. And you know we don't think much of Boston and Maine. I share some of your Portland after our very fair city in Maine.
See here, Mr. Pettigrew, I really think that it should be called Boston. After all, Boston is a bigger, more important city than your itty-bitty Portland.
Mr. Lovejoy, see here, Mr. Lovejoy, Portland is a much more beautiful city than your ugly stinking Boston.
It should be called Boston. That's fine.
No, it should be called Portland, and that's fine.
Boston.
Portland.
Boston. Okay, break it up. You, stand over there. You, over here.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's sell this by flipping a coin. That's 2 out of 3. Agreed?
Okay, we'll put best 2 out of 3. That's fair.
Okay, you call it.
Heads. Tails.
Well, tails is called again.
Heads. Tails. Again.
No way. That isn't fair. Let's do it over again.
Red card for bad sportsmanship. You're out of here, Lovejoy. Mr. Pettigrew wins the town of Portland, fair and square.
And so the town is named Portland.
By 1850, more houses were built. A newspaper was started.
A dock was built and Portland became a major port. Many trees were cut down and the dam was expanded.
But soon, Portland got another name, Stumptown. You see, when the men cut down the trees, they often left the stumps still in the ground.
Like this in Abigail,
I know, right? I'm so tired of stumps everywhere. I wish the men would pull them out. That's right, those men are so lazy. All they do is drink beer. They don't really care. They leave our stumps.
and do you know what the other towns say about us?
We're the last ones out the west. They call us
Or else you're sure to fall.
wood, not made of wood, and they're not quite as close together anymore.
Like many other Western towns, people in Portland help each other.
They help rebuild the town. They took care of each other.
They looked out for each other. That's something Portlanders have always done.
Build each house, one by one. Help each neighbor until we're done. Build each house, one by one. Help each neighbor until we're done. The fire was hot, it burned houses down, but neighbors help neighbors to build back the town. Build each house, one by one. Help each neighbor until we're done. Build each house, one by one. Help each neighbor until we're done.
Do you hear that? What? The train's coming, the train's coming. Oh no, the birds are on the track right now.
Working on the railroad all the long day. I'm working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the vessels rolling? Rise up early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Sign up, blow your horn.
The railroad arrived in Portland in 1883, and Union Station was completed in 1896. Now people could travel across the whole entire country from New York to Portland in just 12 days instead of months.
Many Chinese workers were hired to build these railroads, who then settled in what is now Portland's Chinatown.
The railroad brought people and goods to Portland. The town had over 98,000 by the year 1900.
Buildings began to spring up everywhere. Bridges like the old Morrison and Hoffman bridges were built.
Tri-system was built so people could travel downtown.
Because the boats had to go up and down the river, all the bridges were drawbridges. The people liked to watch these bridges go up and down.
The bridges in town go up and down so boats can go through. Oh yes, they do. And cars have to wait something they hate.
2007, we celebrated the 100th birthday of the Rose Festival. Our International Rose Festival in Washington Park was known around the world. Roses can be found throughout Portland. Portland is the great pride of growing roses. Portland's oldest rose garden can be found in the beautiful Peninsula Park in North Dakota. There is a song about roses that was sung at the Jewish Rose Festival in 1907.
Beautiful palace have I on the hill, no pictures to hang on my walls, but never a painter could match with the skill, the roses that bloom in my halls. So sing me a song of the rose, a song that is tender and true. She wears a red rose like the daisiest queen, holly with tulips of dew. So sing me a song of the rose, a song that is tender and true. She wears a red rose like the daisiest queen, holly with tulips of dew.
Everywhere downtown, theaters were being built. By 1900, there were grand luxury theaters along Broadway Avenue in Portland. There were no TVs or radios at this time, so for entertainment, everybody went downtown and saw a show. Are you going downtown today, Julie? Why, of course, I thought I'm going to ride the trolley downtown and see that you play at the Orphan Theater. But that's the most expensive theater in town. Why? I heard it cost 5 cents to see the play. I'd rather go and see the symphony at the Markham Theater myself, or those funny silent motion picture shows at the Liberty. You know, there's so many choices. That's right, there's so many choices. You just wouldn't go downtown without saying something. Now would you?
Going to town today, be sure to stop at a show on Broadway. If you're going to town tonight, you'll want to see all the latest sights. There are movies and shows galore. They cost a penny or two, but no more. So come on, I say, let's take a trolley today and see what's playing on Portland's Broadway. You're going to town tonight. Be sure to stop at a show on Broadway. If you're going to town tonight, you'll want to see all the latest sights. There are movies and shows galore. They cost a penny or two, but no more. So come on, I say, let's take a trolley today and see what's playing on Portland's Broadway.
Do you have a brother or sister?
Yes!
Do you ever fight with your brother or sister?
Yes!
Well, we have a story to tell you about a very famous fight in the early 1900s.
The brother's name was Harvey Scott. The sister was Abigail Scott, who later married Mr. Dunaway. His full name was Abigail Scott Dunham.
What were they fighting about?
They were fighting about women's right to vote, or what was called women's suffrage.
They were fighting about in 1852. Scott family left Illinois by covered wagons and arrived in Oregon 6 months later. Harvey Scott was 14 and his sister Abigail was 19.
Harvey Scott became a lawyer and then the editor of the Free Kentucky newspaper, Oregonian, a position he held for nearly 50 years.
Harvey posted his opinions in the paper, and a lot of people believed what he said.
Harvey disliked anything that suggested social progress. For example, he did not think children should go to school beyond elementary school. If they want their children to go to school beyond age 12, let them pay. Public schools should not be turned into nurseries for them.
Abigail became a teacher, owned a hat business, and published her own newspaper called the New Northwest. She was Harvey's opposite in that she was a supporter of human rights, especially women's rights.
We need to build a better world for every woman. Women run the kitchen sink without wages. Women run the cooking stove, the rolling pin, the wash tub, and the ironing board. All without pay. They should at least have the right to vote. We don't want belligerent females sitting pins. This will be dangerous. I've always said that if a man has mules, then a man can change his mind. We're the only state in the West where women still cannot vote. It's time for the men of this state to give us this right. But Harvey was as stubborn as a mule. Every time an election was held, he wrote article after article telling them not to let women have the right to vote. Women will get the right to vote over my dead body. Then Harvey, my dear brother, I guess I'm just going to have to live longer than you. And she did!
Abigail fought for 40 years to win the right for women's suffrage. In 1912, 2 years after Harvey died, the Women's Suffrage Act passed in Oregon.
The town of St. John's was founded by a man named James John. James John was the one, except he had a pet. When he died, he gave all his money to a school district. He became quite wealthy by operating a ferry boat company to take people and goods between the towns of Linton and St. John's. He had a dream of a bridge. St. John's Bridge was built in 1931, long after James John had died. And what a bridge it is. The St. John's Bridge is an Oregon treasure. You can tell us about the treasure of the designers of the bridge. I am Paulson D. Robinson, and I'm David B. Stein. The St. John's Bridge is a very special kind of bridge, called a cable suspension bridge. The suspension bridge can stand long distances. At the time it was built in 1931, it had the longest suspension span in the world. Aside from being a very strong bridge that can handle cars and heavy trucks, it is also very beautiful. We decided to make all the arches in a Gothic form like this. If you walk under the bridge, it looks like you are sitting under an old cathedral. That's why the part under the bridge is called the cathedral part. Of all the bridges that we have designed, I think my favorite bridge will always be the St. John's Bridge. There's a bridge over River Bend. Its cable suspended in the air. It was built in days long gone. It is called the beautiful St. John's.
1939, the radio brought this news.
Today, the New York Stock Exchange collapsed. Billions of dollars have been lost. Billions of people are out of work. This was the start of the Great Depression. Times became really hard, and thousands of people lost their homes, and many things lost.
Then a great man came along. He was in a wheelchair. He couldn't walk because he had a disease called polio. He was very kind. His name was Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He said,
Let me sit to my family. The only thing we have to be is itself. So it's like put people back to work and calm and find a new field.
In 1932, Roosevelt won the election for president, and things got better, much better.
there are two Roosevelt projects near to us in Portland. Bonneville Dam